Hello, friends. I'm on take 3 of this video. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I'm feeling better from COVID. If anyone cares, I am feeling better from COVID. I've got some new jewelry in my shop. I've got a lot of these pink sets. You can't see the earrings because of cinematic mode. Yeah, I've got a lot of nice pink stuff in my Etsy shop. Yeah, cinematic mode is so weird. Like, I don't even have time to play with it. So I'm here to review Bruja Born by Zoraida Cordova. So I guess I don't want to review it. I just want to have a book discussion about it. Overall, I will say that I enjoyed the book. I did enjoy the book, and I was surprised that I enjoyed the book because I wasn't expecting to. I thought that this was going to be a lukewarm follow-up to Labyrinth Lost. This is book 2 in a trilogy. The first book is Labyrinth Lost, and the second book is this one, Bruja Born. The third book I haven't read yet is called Wayward Rich. It follows these 3 sisters, these 3 Hispanic or Latinx origin sisters who are witches or brujas. They all have different powers. In Labyrinth Lost, we followed Alex. Alex was basically the bad bitch, okay? So she is an enchantrix. She has all the powers. She has all the powers. Like, she is the boss witch, and she doesn't want that power. So she tries to get rid of that power, and it ends in disaster. All of her family gets taken away by a demon, and she has to go and save them. I have a review on that book. Definitely check it out. I'll leave it in the link. I'll leave it in the description below. But I feel like Zoraida Cordova opened up this series with such a strong character that I was not expecting to like the follow-up. I wasn't expecting the follow-up to be as strong, and it was good. I was surprised. It was good. So, basically, Lula is depressed about what happened to her in Los Lagos. She's depressed, she's angry, she's angsty. Everyone around her can feel it, from Alex to her little sister Rose to her boyfriend Max, who, you know, like maybe 5 chapters into the book, immediately dumps her. It might not even be 5 chapters. It might be like 2. He dumps her like right out the gate, girl. And Lula obviously is crushed. So what did feel weird to me a little bit was that Lula is Alex's older sister, but throughout the book, there's a lot of Alex taking care of Lula. And for whatever reason, that felt weird to me, even though Lula was the more older maternal sister. For whatever reason, Alex was the defensive, not mine. You know what I mean? I wasn't expecting that from Alex. And it didn't seem like that was her personality in Labyrinth Lost either. So it was strange to get that vibe from her in this book. But whatever, girl. Maybe that's, you know, that's Lula's interpretation of her. Yeah, so the book picks up fairly quickly. Lula and Max break up. They're on a bus to some championship soccer game, girl. They're on a bus to some championship soccer game to end the school year. The bus flips over. Lots of people die. Everyone on the bus is like rushed to the hospital. There's a witch who is Death, whose name I am blanking on. And if I remember her name, or if I look it up when I'm in post-production, I will put it here or there or there, or I won't, or I'll be too lazy. But there is a witch who is basically Death, and she is at the hospital, and she's coming to collect her soul's honey. Lula is one of the only survivors of this crash. Lula is one of the only survivors of this crash because her family heals her, essentially. That's what Lula does. That's what her mom does. That's what Alex can also do, so they have healed Lula, right? Everyone else is basically passing away, and Death is coming for them. And she's already told Lula that she's cheating Death. But anyway, so she comes to take Max, her boyfriend that just dumped her, by the way. Her boyfriend that just dumped her. She's coming to get him. Lula's like, no, I love him and I want him, basically. And she like tethers herself to Max so that Death cannot take him because she is still alive. And by doing that, she basically breaks the planet and breaks Death Girl. So she does this, and she basically makes everyone from the crash and everyone they encounter zombies. Like, people are going around eating hearts and ripping them out of their chests and stuff like that. And she she ends up running into zombie Max, and she's keeping him in her house until her, Alex, and Rose can figure out what to do. Now let's pause here for my thoughts. First of all, if you had just dumped me, wasn't no way I was going to be bringing you back to life. Nope, not happening. Not happening. That would not be happening. He'd be dead and the book would be over. So there's that. But then then there's no way in hell I would have made a zombie at 17 or 18 years old, and I wouldn't have been telling my mama and daddy, who were both magical creatures. Ain't no way I'd be hiding this in my room, keeping it a secret. There is no way. But you know what? Lula's gonna Lula. So they're trying to figure out what to do. Nova comes back, which I love Nova. The whole Rishi thing was trash to me in Labyrinth Lost. Love Nova. Nova and Alex should have got together, but whatever, girl. Love Nova. Nova comes back. He's helping him out. He brings him to his grandma, who, drops some knowledge on them and helps them out. And this is where, in my opinion, the book started to slow down. Like, it came out the gate swinging. Like, it came out the gate hitting. It was so fast-paced. I have batteries in my hand. It was so fast-paced. It was so good. And this is where it started to lose me, and it started to lose my attention. And basically it ended with these knights that came to help her. She had to find a spear. Like, the ending is so foggy to me because it was so slow and uninteresting. And it's and then it became super predictable. Like, you could tell it was going to happen. Like, oh, her and the knights and her family are all going to come together. All these people that she's been avoiding, they're going to, get rid of the zombies. Unfortunately, Max is one of the zombies. She needs to let go of her dead boyfriend. The end, we're all happy. The price that she has to pay ends up not being so steep because her family makes sacrifices for her. After, that's the ending. I'm not kidding, that's the ending. But after that point where they met Nova's grandma, everything just became predictable and just a little boring. But I would still say it's worth a read. I bought it. I did buy it, girl. I listened to it. But I did buy it on Audible. This series is part of a weird recorded books series. I don't think that Zoraida Cordova had to deal with anyone. I doubt she picked the voice actor and shiz like that just based off the setup of the book or how it looked in Audible. But I bought it. I want to say it was maybe 300-page book, 9-hour listen, 9 or 10-hour listen. The voice actress was really good, and it was not the same voice actress as Alex, which I also liked. I want to hear a different person for Rose too, because I will be getting, Wayward Witch to finish the trilogy. Yeah, so that's how I felt about the book. It came out swinging. It was really good. You got to go through Lula and her emotions, her angsty teen emotions, and then it kind of teetered off at the end once it just became predictable. Yeah. So, if I had to grade it, have I already graded it? If I had to grade it, I would give it a C+, B-. It's definitely worth it if you read Labyrinth Lost and you want to read the follow-ups. Yeah, definitely worth it. The ending was just, you saw it coming a mile away. But those are my thoughts on Bruja Born. Definitely check it out. See if you can rent it, or if you're reading the physical book, get the physical book from the library maybe. I say a lot. I realize that in post-production. I am currently reading several books, so expect some more video reviews. So I have, of course, Still reading Legend Born. I started The Warmth of Other Suns, which is a very long book, so who knows when I'll finish that. I have a paper book called Curse that's also a Netflix series that I'm really close to finishing. And I'm reading another follow-up book, A Chorus Rises, which is a follow-up book from A Song Below Water, which is another book that I reviewed on my page, and it's Black fantasy. So I'm enjoying that one. I anticipate that being my next review, I want to say. Let me look at my book. Let me look at my notes. Yeah, that's probably going to be my next review, or the cursed paperback book that I have. And I feel like I'm reading something else. Oh, I'm still reading America Goddamn, which is about racism against Black women, specifically in the United States, and how we're sweeping that under a rug and focusing on police violence towards men. So thanks for thanks for coming to my channel. Please subscribe, hit the like button, share the video with your friends, drop the books that you're reading below so I can check those out as well. Thanksies. Like, subscribe, share with your friends, watch it to the end. Thank you. Bye.